Mega Man. If you grew up playing platform games on the Nintendo, these two words have probably filled you with two strong but conflicting emotions. Joy, because Mega Man was the dog's bollocks, and frustration, because Capcom, Mega Man's publishers, hate Mega Man. And they hate you.
Capcom shat out 6 Mega Man games for the Nintendo Entertainment System between 1987 and 1994, with each game precision engineered to reduce a child to tears and to transform an adult into an automated swear word dispenser.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. What the fuck? No, that just appears to have angered the Mega Man gods more. Why does anyone like this game? Game over, game over, game over. I'm done, I'm done. Dunzo. Dunzo the Clown.
The next 2 decades saw a slew of new Mega Man sequels and spin-offs, which never really captured the feel of the originals, Mega Man 9 and 10 notwithstanding. These days, Capcom seems to like pretending the series doesn't even exist. The Super Nintendo end of the Mega Man X series is generally held in high regard, but most fans agree that the golden age for this series is more or less entirely made up of those initial 6 games.
Except there was a 7th Mega Man game for the Nintendo. No, really, there was. It was developed and published by Capcom and released in the US in 1992, mere months before the release of Mega Man 5. And it was good. It was really good. I'm talking, of course, about Darkwing Duck.
Look at this game. Just look at it. It's Mega Man. No, shut up, it is. It was built using a modified version of the Mega Man 5 game engine, so the physics will be very familiar to fans of the Blue Bombers NES outings. The game even uses the same non-linear formula, giving you your choice of levels in whatever order you like, although you have to finish the first set of levels to unlock the second set.
There are a handful of minor differences between Darkwing Duck and the Mega Man games. For instance, you won't gain any new abilities by defeating the game's bosses, but you can collect ammunition for alternate weapons that you can switch to at any point in the game. You can also hang from the underside of certain platforms and some objects like lampposts and hooks and so on. Oh, and you can use Darkwing Duck's cape as a shield, just like in the cartoon.
Those differences aside, it may as well be a Mega Man game. In fact, there's a ROM hack out there purporting to be Rockman 5, the original Japanese name for the 5th Mega Man title, that is actually Darkwing Duck. They might have gotten away with it too, if they'd bothered to change the intro.
Like my mother always said, if you're going to attempt to create a bootleg game purporting to be an entry in an established series using a ROM hack of a Disney licensed video game, make sure you remove all of the cartoon ducks from the game's opening introductory sequence.
Like the NES Mega Man games, Darkwing Duck also had a pared-down Game Boy version, which is actually a pretty good approximation of the Nintendo original. The levels have been trimmed down to fit the reduced resolution of the Game Boy screen, but the design is more or less the same.
The Game Boy version doesn't appear to use the same game engine as the Game Boy Mega Man titles. Unless it does. I don't know, I'm just guessing based on the physics. Look, I'm not an expert, okay? What do you want from me? Blood? Is that what you want?
Back to the NES version then, and you'll be pleased to know that yes, it does have the same sadistic streak seen in the core Mega Man titles. It's not quite as unforgiving as its cousin, but I won't lie, there were times when I was playing the game to capture footage for the show that I wanted to not only throw the controller across the room, but feed it and the Nintendo itself into a wood chipper, then sift the console particles into 8 separate boxes and mail them to the 4 corners of the globe where friends would then bury them deep in the cold ground, forever preventing them from somehow being rejoined and once again wreaking untold havoc across the landscape.
I might be thinking about the unspeakable demonic horror my friends and I battled during our summer vacation.
The music is pretty good too, and while not quite as drum heavy as the music in the Mega Man games, it works rather well. Not surprising really, considering the game's composer, Yasuaki Fujita, also inexplicably known as Bun Bun, worked on the music for Mega Man 3, 9 and 10.
It's a great game. Not just a great licensed game, but a great game period. And after having to endure Resident Evil 4 and Crazy Taxi and the Super Nintendo version of Pack in Time, it's nice to get to cover a game that I'm actually enjoying. And yes, it's not strictly speaking a port, but don't you find it interesting that Capcom basically snuck out another Mega Man game under the radar?
It's not Capcom's only Disney game with a Mega Man connection either. The NES DuckTales game and its less successful 1993 sequel both share design aspects with the Mega Man series and featured input from several key Mega Man personnel like Keiji Inafune, who is often called the father of Mega Man. Except he isn't, but don't tell the fans that, they aren't interested.
In terms of gameplay though, Darkwing Duck is much closer to Mega Man, so fans of Capcom's languishing platformer franchise might want to give this a try if they haven't already. Or, you know, you could wait until Mega Man Legends 3 comes out. You're cool.